Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, I hope you're doing well. This is Kenya Revolutionary. Sorry, my microphone is acting up. Let me just fix it. Karibu sana, this is Kenya Revolutionary. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, okay? Karibu. Coca-Cola. Okay. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Karibuni sana. Karibuni. Kaeni chini. Please, everybody. Kaa chini. Unakula? Okay, sawa. Weka chakula chini. Tafadhali, unakunywa chai? Weka hiyo chai ya saa 10. Chini, please. Kaeni chini. I'm here. I'll be here for roughly 30 minutes or maybe more. Unajua nimeshikana na mambo mingi, so you'll have to excuse me, but I'm here. Let me talk to you, okay? Tuingie siasa kidogo. Coca-Cola. Leo sio ninio. It's another kind of caffeine. I need to cut down on caffeine. But that's beside the point. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades. Karibuni sana. I want to talk about something very briefly because I know there's a lot happening. Kuna vitu zinaendelea. Kesho ni watu wanapiga kura huko Amerikani. Hopefully we shall see. Yule mzee aingia hapo kwa hiyo kiti ndio atoe wakina Meg Whitman hapo. Ama namna gani? Lakini tutaona tu vile itaenda. But anyway, so much happening in Kenya. The talk of town, the latest mchezo wa town is, what's this name? Anaitwa nani ujamaa alitoka kaambia watu ati sasa next week, which is this week I believe, they want to remove who? They want to remove impeach Ruto. Nikamwangalia, nikampima. And I said, no, this is not going to happen. I don't see it. But you never know. Let's listen in so I can give you some kind of context. And I see a lot of people are excited. Watu wanasema, sasa ODM, yeah. Raila amegeuka nani? Raila aliingia huko akaanza kubomoa sasa anataka kutoa Ruto. Yeah. Excuse me. No, it's not going to happen. But let's play the clip that I'm talking about, then we can relate and just start discussing it because that's kind of what people are, people still think, tutaingia hapo. Vile unaona topic inasema ODM MPs and senators will not impeach Ruto. Don't be fooled. Please do not be fooled, but let's go about it. Let's fool ourselves for just a few seconds and try to believe these people. And I'll tell you the reason why they are doing this, okay? Twende kazi.
They occupy their homes. That's the only way this be done is when the members of parliament report to parliament next week. The Gen Z needs to force those members to impeach the president. And any member of parliament who will not vote for impeachment of the president, they occupy their homes. That's the only way. This war must now turn to the members of parliament and they force them. If I bring a vote of no confidence against the President William Ruto, I expect 349 members of parliament to support me. If they don't support me, then their homes are occupied. They need to force members of parliament to impeach the president. That's what we need to do. We don't need to put Gen Zs on the streets to be killed. When we have a national assembly to do what Gen Z are supposed to do, the Gen Zs have given us a platform. Now what is remaining is members of parliament to do the rest. Let us not put our children on the streets to be killed when we have members of parliament who have the responsibility to.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see. I think his name is Hamisi something. What's his name? Somebody might know.
That is when the members of parliament report to parliament next week. The Gen Z needs to force those members to impeach the president. And any member of parliament who will not vote for impeachment of the president, they occupy their homes. That's the only way. This war must now turn to the members of parliament and they force them. If I bring a vote of no confidence against the President William Ruto, I expect 349 members of parliament to support me. If they don't support me, then their homes are occupied. They need to force members of parliament to impeach the president. That's what we need to do. We don't need to put Gen Zs on the streets to be killed. When we have a national assembly to do what Gen Z are supposed to do, the Gen Zs have given us a platform. Now what is remaining is members of parliament to do the rest. Let us not put our children on the streets to be killed when we have members of parliament who have the responsibility to.
Hamisi, I think his name is Hamisi. What's his name? Hamisi or something? Hamisi. Please, somebody help me. Huyu jamaa anaitwa nani? Caleb Hamisi. Caleb Hamisi is a ODM guy. So there was a brouhaha. People are talking about, hey, wait, there's a possibility that Raila may cross Nani, the president, and use his MPs to remove, impeach, vote of confidence against Ruto and remove him from power. Hey, zidini kuota ndoto nyinyi. Zidini kuota ndoto. Muozidi kuota ndoto. I have two things very quickly just to shut down that thought immediately. Raila Odinga, you saw Raila Odinga with Ruto and who else? Senator Ledama Lakina, sijui nini. Walikuwa New York. Walikuwa natembea kama chanda na pete, whatever the case is, okay? Hello, Principal Kaura, I see you in the comment section. So number one, caffeine is kicking in. Just don't mind me. Don't mind me. So, ama jamaa, they were together in New York, wanatembea, wameshikana mkono. It is like that picture by Ichungwa and Ruto. Did you see that? It was so nice. It was like they were on a date. But I digress. Anyway, the reason why this is a bunch of baloney, I will explain to you very quickly and very simply. Si Caleb Hamisi, being an ODM affiliate, in fact, I think he came out after that and said that these were instructions from Raila Odinga, okay? This is to create, let me tell you something about ODM. ODM have realized that they do not have the support of the majority of Kenyans, not only in Nyanza province, okay? Luo Nyanza, who are still sticking by as a tribal briefcase political party, okay? So, outside of that, ODM has lost every legitimacy since Raila joined the president. Shikilia hapo. I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Okay, I'm back. Okay. So, this is what the ODM are trying to do, okay? ODM is trying to endear themselves back to the people by pretending that they want to bring this idea of removing Ruto so that they can endear themselves with the Gen Z who represent majority of Kenyans, okay? So listen to me. So this is their small concocted plan to seem like they want to remove Ruto so they can win back the legitimacy. Not legitimacy, but that support that they enjoy. Remember, ODM at one point, they were the people who were seen as the official opposition, the people who actually champion the majority of Kenyans' dreams and aspirations of removing this, checking the government, and even removing the government. But they turned out to be sellouts after they joined the Serikali. Simple. So now, if you are to ask yourself, the first question is this: why did they wait till Gachagua was removed? Is then now they want to pretend that they want to remove who? The President Ruto. See, like I said, their number one goal is to exactly, like David Musonga is saying, ODM are cosmetic underdogs. Yes, they are cosmetic underdogs. So the number one mission, by pretending that they want to move a motion to remove Ruto, is to try to win over the majority of Kenyans who are now looking at them as part of Serikal. You see, even if you look at Sifuna, let's use this in Sifuna. Sifuna was once a young man who seems to be having a bright future. But during the Gen Z's protest, that's when we knew Sifuna is another useless senator of Nairobi. So, ODM knows that nobody cares about them. In fact, they're being looked at as UDA. And they're very unpopular. Nyagaka bado, kesho ndio ngoma, umesema ti Harris. People, Nyagaka told me that Harris will win the elections tomorrow, and I told him, hey, ngoja kidogo. And so he will pay me 100. Is it 100 or 200? Ilikuwa ngapi, Nyagaka? Shout out to Nyagaka, huyo mzee wa kazi. Salama. Kesho nilipe bwana. Kesho usiku. In fact, today tomorrow I'm going live the whole day. Nitakuwa na shughuli during the day, but at night wa Kenya tune in here. Nitawaekea ile analysis kali. Hata nitaleta Donald Trump hapa. So musikose kesho. Musikose. Tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow. Meg Whitman ataenda nyumbani on January. Wacha nianze kazi. Wacha. Tulieni. Please. If it's your first time and you're wondering who is this crazy guy with crazy hair talking crazy stuff, this is Kenya Revolution. Ebu ingieni hapo anze kusubscribe kabla tuendelea mbele. Unajua hata sijaambia subscribe. Nyinyi mnaingia tu hapa hata mjasubscribe. Ebu subscribe. Ni 300 tupenyaga. Tomorrow will be $300. Ilikuwa ni dola, si Kenya, dola, si ndio? US dollars. Si ile ya Kenya, si shilingi. So Nyagaka, please. People, I have a bet with Nyagaka tomorrow. Nyagaka says Harris atashinda. Mimi nimwambia mzee Trump atashinda kesho. Sasa muangalie kesho, tutakuwa hapa. I will be doing analysis in live. I will start. Nitaanza saa 2. Saa zile poll stations zinafungwa saa 2 in most places, okay? So I will start then. Na nitaendelea. Kesho ni tibim, tabam. Hey, usikose. Subscribe to the channel. Kesho mutaangalia. But anyway, I'm so excited. Woo! Hashabasababasa. Let me get started. Back to Caleb Amisi and ODM. ODM and UDA are one at this moment. And they're trying to fool people that they want to bring a motion to remove Ruto. This is on the ODM side because ODM has lost legitimacy. Nobody cares about them. Everyone knows that Raila is a sellout. You saw Wandai ameingia, Junet ndio anataka cheo, sijui nani ameingia huko, Hassan Joho ameingia huko. So ODM are being seen as sellouts. So in order to try to get some legitimacy, they're trying to do this. They're trying to pretend they're against the president. They don't like this president. So they want to bring this whole fake impeachment motion that they know will fail. They know it will fail. Remember, these are the same people who are being bought by Ruto to remove Gachagua. Unafikiri ati watatoa Ruto wewe? Na Ruto alikuwa anawalipa. Tumieni bongo saa nyingine. Ama namna gani? Which one failed? Where? Nani? Soil pants. Hebu niambie which prediction did. Name one prediction that I say that have failed right now. Niambie saizi gani prediction gani nilisema. By the way, next Saturday there's a big meeting. Homecoming ya jamaa anaitwa nani? Uhuru wa Kenyatta. Hey. Kama mjasubscribe sijui nitawasaidia namna gani. I'm telling you kesho 300 zangu. Hey, cash up me nani. Hey. Hey. Haya. Wacha ni wapeleke huko. As I go on. Caleb Amisi, I believe is from Caleb Amisi ametoka upande wa Western, if I'm not wrong. Somebody continue. Which soiled nani during Mandamano, you told us that Ruto was going to be removed. And Ruto has been removed. Let me tell you something. Let me explain to you. Ruto has been removed. He's just there, just buying time. Ruto ameshatolewa. What legitimacy does Ruto have? What legitimacy that Ruto have? Where nani soil pants? What legitimacy is left with Ruto? Niambie nani leo tukienda kupiga kura atasema mimi napigia Ruto? Answer me. My prediction is still right. Nilisema before December haijafika, before the end of the year. If you heard me correctly. And he will run away, he will go to Congo Brazzaville. I still maintain, I still have time. Nilijipatia masaa. Okay, soil pants. But let's get back to what Caleb Amisi. Caleb Amisi, if I'm not wrong, is from Western Province. So this is what they're trying to do. Let me just explain to you very quickly what this. I told you, listen to me. If you listen to me carefully, please listen to me carefully. Tega masikio. You might learn something. You know, some of you just went to school, but you never learned anything. So I have to teach you. I have to reteach you again so you can understand. what the political elites, the political what? Political elites. When I say political elites, I mean Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, William Samoei Ruto, Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, all these characters that have been there since late 80s until now, who have been playing these musical chairs, mara wako opposition, mara wako sazile wako kwa serikali wanajifanya ati sasa how they care about the people's ninio, the people's plight, justice, nini, kama vile unaona Martha Karua saizi ndiye anajifanya amesimama hapo, I'm against abductions, let's help John Mwangi, let's go help, and when she was in the Minister of Constitution, she was very, very, you know the story. Same thing with Raila Odinga. Sasa ile Raila Odinga alikuwa nje ya serikali, unamwona corruption, tiala na TB mtabam pubum pabam. Alafu anapewa cheo, anaingizwa kwa serikali, haya umsikia akisema kitu. Same thing Kalonzo. Sasa ile alikuwa anapigania NADCO. The president, wapi? They are the same. Ni kuchezea tu, kwa kuzungusha na kukukoroga, kutuzungusha na kukukoroga, kutuzungusha na kufanya nini? Na kutukoroga, kuzungusha na kukoroga. Ni kukorogwa na kuzungushwa, kuzungushwa na kukorogwa. That is the name of the game. Okay? So, what Caleb Amis is doing, like I said, is trying to win back, get some brownie points, get people, try to hoodwink, try to fool people, Kenyans, to think that they're still in the opposition. ODM have spent all they were created as an opposition. They think they're the opposition still. They came up because they came up as an opposition. So they don't want to give up that chill, that stature as the opposition power. Because now people, majority of Kenyans, 99% of Kenyans are looking at ODM as being part of the government. They are no longer the opposition. So everyone wants them, Ruto, Gachagua, and everything associated with this circle to go away. And ODM are looking at it and they're saying, we don't want to go away. We still want to sit and help Ruto still. So let us still try to fool Kenyans that we are now the opposition and we still care about them by pretending to bring a motion to remove Ruto. So they will bring it. That's why you hear this Kamisi, Caleb Kamisi, anasema, the Gen Z should go and occupy the MPs that don't want to impeach nani. Alikuwa wapi? Ulikuwa wapi saa zile Gen Z walikuwa wanataka kutoa Ruto? Ulikuwa wapi ODM? Si nyinyi ndio mlikimbia KICC ndio muende kumkajoin Ruto hapo. Vile tulikuwa tunataka kutoa Ruto. Si ndio mlikimbia huko? Why you not the same people who were telling your goons to go out there and chop Gen Zs? Sini mlikuwa nyinyi? ODM nyinyi? Sasa hivi mnajifanya ati mnataka kuleta motion. Kwa nini sasa hii? Kwa sababu mnataka kutudanganya ati bado you care about Kenyans. So mtaleta hii motion, alafu hii motion itafail. Ikisha fail mtasema, you know what? We tried to remove Ruto, but there are some MPs who betrayed us and voted to keep Ruto. So we tried. So we shall stay in the opposition. So you can set yourself up for 2007 and say, 2027 and claim that you are still on the opposition. Hey, Caleb Kamisi. Nilikuonea 18 wewe. Nilikuonea 18. Stop pretending. Because it is becoming unsustainable. The pressure, the loathing, the hate that anybody associated with this Ruto administration is receiving right now. Munanisikia vizuri? Hebu wekeni like hapo kabla tujaendelea. Wekeni like hapo na mweke subscribe kama hujasubscribe. Kenya Revolution hapa. Shabalaba sapa. Haya. I want to read something. I want to show you something. Next Saturday kuna maneno inaendelea. Mlisikia? Kuna maneno inaendelea. Mlisikia? Wacha niwaonyeshe. Let me show you very quickly. Kwani unafikiri sitawaonyesha? Nitawaonyesha haraka. Haya, kaeni chonjo basi. Kaeni chonjo. Uhuru Muigai atakuwa area. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Welcome home, our kingpin. 1 million people's march. All roads leads to Kasarani National Stadium. Kwani Kasarani imeshatengenezwa already? I thought it was being made. That's why Harambee Stars were not even playing in Kasarani. Kasarani imeshatengenezwa. Can Harambee Stars play in Kasarani? All roads lead to Kasarani National Stadium on Saturday, the 9th of November 2024. Hii sato inakuja. Watu wanakutana Kasarani. To do what? Yeah, to do to homecoming ya Kenyatta Uhuru. Haya, Nyagaka ananiambia pay my $300 and join me to support my nephew Morara Kebaso Wednesday. Show will talk positive on but okay, so this is the bet, okay? So if Kamala Harris wins, I will pay Nyagaka $300 and I will support Morara. Hey, Turigenye. Anyway, so that is the deal. In turn, here's the deal. Now, in turn, Nyagaka, if Trump wins, you are going to pay me my $300. Then you are going to come here and denounce Morara as a con man. Ukuji hapa na uweke kamera. Nitafungua show. Now you have to say it publicly and offer an apology. Useme Morara is a corrupt con man who has been eating people's money. Sawa. Okay, let me get an amen up in comment section. Ndio tujue we have a clear understanding of what the parameters of this bit are. Kabla tujafika. Ama namna gani? Okay. Haya. Niko na shughuli lakini sitakaa sana. So here, 1 million people's march in Kasarani on Saturday. Munanisikia? On Saturday. Nani atakuwa huko? Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the murderous son of Jomo Kenyatta, who was rumored to have cancer, akaenda Boston kupata matibabu. Hata ndio maana siku hizi unaona ni kipara. Kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu ya ile inaitwaje, ukipewa hiyo what is it called that always makes you lose hair, the treatment that you Nyagaka amesema he'll do that. 300 hiyo 300 kesho 300 yawa hiyo super onyi super. Haya, nitapata 300 ya bure. Yeah, so on Saturday niko na furahi 300 easy money, easy peasy. Nitakuwa hapa kesho I'll be covering election ya US election is tomorrow. Harris versus Trump. Tutakuwa hapa. I'll cover it. Na nitaingiza watu watoe maoni yao pia kama watu wa nje. Ama namna gani? Haya, sawa. Ndio sana sema hivyo. Anyway, as I said, Uhuru Kenyatta was rumored to be in Boston being treated for cancer. Okay? By the way, if you know US, in Boston, there's some states ambazo zimejulikana which kabila gani iko kwa state. Kama Minnesota imejulikana Wakisi wako wengi, Boston imejulikana Wakikuyu wako wengi, New Jersey imejulikana Wajaluo wako wengi. It's just some states where we know, but that has nothing to do with this. I'm just saying. What did I want to say? On Saturday, Uhuru Kenyatta is coming to Kasarani. Homecoming, 1 million people's march. Watu milioni moja are expected to be in Kasarani. Bwana sifiwe. 1 million people are supposed to be at Kasarani. Uhuru Kenyatta is making his political comeback. Munanisikia vizuri? Unasikia watu wanasema the kingpin mwenyewe, Mudhamaki wa Central, wa Mountain, wa Murima, Wachana na Gachagua. Gachagua alikuwa anafanya kazi ya Uhuru, lakini Gachagua ametolewa unconstitutionally. Sasa Mudhamaki mwenyewe, the real king of the central province wa Mlima, anakuja anataka kujitokeza aambie Ruto, sikuenda mahali, niko hapa. Uhuru anarudi. The murderous son of Jomo anarudi, macho nyekundu, siku hizi yako na kipara kama chura, anarudi. Hey, mambo kali, mambo bad. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter. What for? I thought they didn't want old faces. No. He's the Mudhamaki. He's the king. He was voted the king of the Mlima. So he a king has to be miaka kutosha. So he's coming back. I don't know how this will play out. I don't know his motivation. I don't know what his angle or dreams or what he's trying to accomplish by coming back. I think Uhuru Kenyatta thinks this is the best time to come back because he feels like the ground feels, or the general perception, the general mood of people, especially from the Mlima, feel like Ruto has left them behind. So Mudhamaki has to come back and show strength that we are together as watu wa Mlima. We don't need Ruto. That is what Kenyatta is basically trying to accomplish here. If I was to be a betting man, that I think he wants to assure his people that, hey, watu wangu, adua kuma nani die, hey, niwega, haya, sasa ndio nawaambia, anarudi, anataka kuambia, I am your person of king of Mlima, musikwe na wasiwazi, musijali ati Ruto ametuacha, mimi nitawaonyesha the way forward. Ama namna gani? And you see Kalonzo, Kamsioka kale kanajifanya ngati Kamsioka saizi kanajifanya yeye ako hapo na Mount Kenya. Kuna kakaona. Hajatoka Azimio bado. Nani ndiye alitoka Azimio? Huyu nani? Wamalo ndiye alitoka Azimio. Kamsioka bado kako. Kamsioka hajaenda bali. Kamsioka bado hajaenda. Kamsioka na ngoja ile pale kuna nguvu kali. Akiona Raila na Naruto anaendelea hivi, wanaendelea vizuri, hapo ndio atadandia. Akiona huku Uhuru ndio ameanza mambo yake anaendelea vizuri, hapo ndio atadandia. Kamsioka. Kamsioka anajifanya ngati kisungura mjanja sana. But anyway, that's a story of another day. That's a story for another For another day. That is not important right now. But there's something I wanted to I wanted to play this thing. Just give me a second. I wanted to play here so I can see what people react on this. There's another clip that somebody wrote. I think it was somebody from the Mount Kenya, Mlima, our brothers from Mlima, who are arguing that we actually don't need Ruto. We don't need Ruto.
Why do we need propaganda zingine wanajaribu kusambaza? Nataka kukuambia watu wetu, hii serikali ya William Ruto, serikali ya Kenya kwisha. Tayari wamegundua 2027 wanaenda nyumbani. Na ndio wasikia propaganda zingine wanajaribu kusambaza. Ruto ataiba kura. Ruto atafanya rigging. But I want to tell this government, zile kura ambazo watu watapiga za kutoa hii serikali kwa kiti zitakuwa mingi kiasi. Kufanya rigging, it will be next to impossible. Very impossible. Let me tell you, kitu ya kwanza ya maana Mheshimiwa William Ruto anafaa agundue ni kwamba yeye ananga kura. Na hii mambo ya kutuambia sio ameshikana na baba, si baba atakuja na kura zake. Baba anakuanga na kura gani? Baba anakuanga na kura gani? Nataka tufanye hesabu. Last elections kura ambazo zilitangazwa za William Ruto ni 7.1 million. Zile zilitangazwa za Raila Odinga ni 6.9 million. Tukifanya hiyo hesabu, tuchukue za Raila Odinga, utoe kura ya Wakikuyu milioni 1, ubaki na 5.9 million. Utoe kura za Kalonzo Musyoka almost 3 million. Wale wakamba wote wako Ukambani, wale wako Mombasa, wale wako Taita Taveta, kwenda huko paka kule Lamu, paka kule side za Kware, ni wengi sana. That is 3 million votes. Sasa Raila amebaki na 2.9 million. 2.9 million toa kura za Wabukusu na hii cost nyingine. Tutoe za Wabukusu kama 500,000 za Waruya. Tubakishie Raila 2.4 million. Tuchukue za William Ruto 7.1 million. Utoe za Wakikuyu 3.5 million. Ubaki na 3.5 million. 3.5 million tuchukue za wale Waruya ambao walikuwa zaidi yake. Anabaki na kama 3 million. Wacha tukusanye hiyo 3 million ya William Ruto na 2.5 million za Raila. Tuwabakishie 5.5 million. Tuchukue hizi zingine 3.5 million za Wakikuyu ambao walipigia ama za watu wa Mount Kenya ambao walipigia Ruto. 3.5 million. Tukusanye na ile milioni moja ya Raila Odinga. That is 4.5 million. Tuongezea za Kalonzo Musyoka 3 million. That is 8.5 million. Na saa hiyo tutaongezea za wale wa Kenya ambao wamechoka na hii serikali. Hatujaongezea kura ya Gen Z ambao wengine hata ni kutoka kwa jamii ya Wakalenjin. So tutakuwa na 10 million strong ya kupeleka hii serikali nyumbani. Ruto akiwa na 5.5 million. Hiyo hata asaidiwe na shetani hataweza kuligi hiyo uchaguzi. So naambia wa Kenya, watu wetu ambao wanatakia Kenya mazuri, we work together, watu wachukue kura, watu wakatae mambo ya kuhongwa, and by 2027 August uchaguzi kianza asubuhi 6 by 9 am hii serikali tutakuwa tumepiga kura ya kutosha ya kuipeleka nyumbani. So wewe Ruto danganywa hapo, ukiambua sijui uko na sijui nini, watu wetu wakiambua tutaiba kura. Hii hautawezana nayo. This one will be very impossible. Very impossible. Hii tutakutoa, tutakupeleka nyumbani, tutahakikisha umefika Sugoi. Kenya tupatie mtu ambaye ni mzalendo, ambaye atasukuma gurudumu ya maisha wa Kenya kwa njia ambayo inafaa. Sisi tuko imara, watu wetu wa Mount Kenya na watu wetu wa kura Mount Kenya South ambao ni Ukambani. Tuliambiwa na Senator Wambua, it's no longer Lower Eastern, it is Mount Kenya South. Tuko pamoja, Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka, Mheshimiwa Kioni, Mheshimiwa Eugene Wamalwa, Mheshimiwa Natembea na wengine. Hii itakuwa force, hamtawezana nayo. 2027 Ruto must go.
Maoni ya huyo Mkenya is very interesting, lakini I disagree kidogo. Na kabla sija disagree, wacha nisome hii comment kutoka kwa Mariamu. Haya, Mariamu anatuambia namna gani? Anatuambia vipi? Mariamu atuambia, nasikia wanataka kumshika Ruto, then the one who voted yes wakuje kujifanya wanamtetea, ndio we sympathize with them, tuwarudishe kwa sisi ni watu wa kusahau. Haya, sasa sijui nani anataka kumshika Ruto, bado sielewi hapo kidogo, hebu tufafanua. Anyone who wants to go to 2027 elections, you're not going to win. I know that gentleman has broken down his rough approximation of how people might vote from regional votes and what the regional leaders might bring. But again, this is precisely what Ruto wants. He wants us to give him a chance till 2027. Then remember, there's something called the IBC Amendment Bill. Washafafanua vitu, ataweka marifa. You know what? Hata kama uko na team kali, ukienda mechi na referee ashahongwa, hata kama hiyo team ni kali kivipi, hautashinda hiyo mechi. Waelewa? Hata muende watu milioni sijui 40 kumpigia yule, atasimama akipingana na Ruto, bado hamtashinda. Sababu gani nasema hivyo? Nasema kama wale wana IEBC wamechaguliwa na Rais Ruto, waende wafanye hiyo maneno. Wacha nikupatie mfano. Juzi tulikuwa na kesi mbili. Kesi ya impeachment ya Gachagua na tulikuwa na kesi ya nini? Kesi ya finance bill ya mwaka 2023. Sawa? Majaji walisemaje? Majaji walikubaliana na nani? Walikubaliana na Ruto. Kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu walihongwa. Kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu walitishwa. Waelewa? Sasa wewe ukisema ati tutamwangusha Ruto 2027, sijui mchukueni kura, twende tukapige kura sijui mwaka 2027, tutamtoa, tutambwaga by saa 3 sijui tutamtoa. Utamtoa vipi na IEBC ndiyo yeye ameichagua? Wale makomishona, yule chairman, hata CEO ndio yule alimwandikia barua kusema kwa Kindiki aweza kuwa deputy rais, naibu rais. Ndio maana nawaambia jamani, msiharibu wakati. Hii ni mtego. Ndio mweza kujiamini mseme haya, siji tungoja mpaka mwaka 2027 tutamtoa Ruto, asi tuko wengi. Ndio mko wengi, lakini atakaye hesabu kura ni Ruto mwenyewe. Sasa takiwa mkiwa watu milioni 40 muende mpige kura ati mtaka kumtoa Ruto, basi yeye ndiye atakuwa atahesabu hiyo kura. Atasema nini? Haya, mlisema ati nyinyi mko sijui milioni ngapi, lakini mimi nikiangalia katika zile ballot papers naona tu kuna milioni sijui 2 ndio walipiga kura. Za kubakia hizo milioni sijui 8 ni zangu mimi Ruto, nimeshinda. Mtampeleka wapi? Halafu mwanzo kupiga makelele, sijui nini, twendeni maandamano. Baada ya siku 3 watu wakishauliwa, ndio huyo mtamwona Raila, basi ndio huyo ashaingia kwenye serikalini. Halafu tuanza hiyo mchezo tena. Sisi ni wana opposition, sijui nini. Mchezo ni ule ule. Ndio maana mimi nasema kuna njia moja pekee yake kumtoa Ruto, na hiyo njia ni maandamano, kama vile watu wa Bangladesh walifanya. Lakini mkitegemea ati sijui mngoje mwaka 2027, hamtamtoa. IEBC ni yake, ameinunua. Wanielewa? Haya, aliye na masikio asikie. Mimi nawaambia, nawahubiria hapa, mimi nawaletea injili ya kisiasa. Kama unataka kusikia usikie, kama unataka kusikia basi ni shauri yako. Lakini nishawaonya. Sasa hizi mweza furahia, sijui nini, sisi watu wa Mount Kenya, watu wa mlima, sijui nini, tuko na kura. Kura zetu zitahesabiwa. Haya, nawaambia nyinyi. Haya, Mariamu asema nini? Asema nayo akiiba, we will go back to 27. Absolutely. Most likely that will happen. Akisema ushakuwa Mswahili washapewa kocho. Miriamu, behave yourself. But anyway, that's basically what's going to happen. I know you might be thinking, yes, 2027, everyone will be against him. We shall remove him. He knows that. He knows that he doesn't have the popular vote. That's why he has the what? He has the IEBC. Walienda kachange sheria, maana wamejua by 2027 they will not be popular. Lakini atawachezea ile mchezo, ule mchezo. Ndio maana nilitolea mfano ya the mobile voting. Mobile voting, utaona lori itakuja hapo imejazwa kura. Alafu nasema hizo kura zote za Ruto. They will rig it. And amtapeleka wapi? Here's the police force. like Shi Mariam says, we'll probably go back to 2007, 2008. Let's not get there. Before we get there, let's remove him. Tony Owiti namwona, karibu. Tafadhali, ebu musubscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button na like hii video mara moja and share it in your political discussions in WhatsApp and everywhere else. Tommy Owiti says Ruto needs to have a Nebuchadnezzar experience. What happened to Nebuchadnezzar? Is Nebuchadnezzar the king that turned into a dog or something? I don't know. I need to brush up on my Bible knowledge. My pastor Ibu mnieleze. Frank was saying Ruto is so mighty. Everyone of us, I think that's what you mean, united to try and bring him down. I want to learn from a man like that. Ruto is so mighty. I don't think he's mighty. He's just corrupt. And he's using the instruments of power to, get rid of his political enemies. I don't think he's mighty. He's actually a coward, in my opinion. The weakest president we ever had, besides Uhuru Kenyatta, who's also a wicked, murderous thug, who both need to go to committee. I don't see any difference. Ruto is not that mighty. I'm sorry. But if you are looking up to Ruto as someone who you want to be like, God bless you. By all means, go ahead. Okay? But I don't see anything mighty about Ruto. Absolutely not. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I was attending to something, guys. Tony Owiti is saying Nebuchadnezzar alijiona wa kusema Mungu akafanya awe mnyama mpaka akajua Mungu ndio wa kusema. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nebuchadnezzar was one time, I think he was changed into a dog or something because he alikuwa anajifanya. Yeah. So yeah, my sketchy knowledge of the Bible, I need to brush up on my Bible classes, but yeah, thank you, Tony. Yeah. Tony Whitty also says we need to pray for that guy as he resigns because God doesn't want him to perish, but he's hell-bent on stirring hate among his citizens. That is true. All these politicians, that's all they do. It's a one big old club and they divide us along tribal lines to do that, just to rule over us in that way. That's how they find strength, and they can only survive if we, people of Kenya, are divided through our tribal union. The manner you see a lot of some of these influential people who have been promoted, they really push this tribal stuff, like the Alais, the Kaloma, who else? You see, people who, they do that, and it's done by design. It's not accidental. Ruto ni kama zile ng'ombe zetu za kulima ikitidinda na kulala shambani, lazima uashiwe moto juu ya ngozi yake ndo iamke. So Ruto yafaa afanyiwe hivyo. Okay, sorry. My reading in Swahili is But yeah. Kenzie Trapper, thank you so much for your comment. Make sure you subscribe and like and share. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. But anyway, like you can see this. Ruto is not that powerful. I know people think he's powerful because akona mapolisi anatupiwa to tear gas and is killing people. He is not. He is not that powerful. Let me tell you that. I will tell you that now Ruto is not powerful. We the people are powerful. Ubaya wetu hatujashikana pamoja. Bado tunagombania sijui nini. Huh? If we stay together, we can actually, bring change. We can. Absolutely. We just need to do that. Stick together and under one goal and say, you know what? Gen Z was a really wonderful idea. Tribeless, leaderless, and what? Partyless. Okay? And see how effective that was. We almost removed Ruto. Kidogo tumtoe. Kama si wakina Boniface Mwangi kutuenjoy, tukeshamtoa Ruto. We were headed to the State House after removing the Ninio, after occupying Ninio. Yeah? I want to read something from Ahmed Nasir, because Ahmed Nasir has been really going on about the judiciary. And last week, the judiciary was on the spot because of the decisions, unpopular decisions that they made that shocked the country against the public interest. Oh, let me read some tweets here. Can I read you Abdi Nasir's tweets? For somebody who've worked inside the Ninio judiciary, I think it's worth listening to what he has to say. Franco Natumbia, the changes that people want to bring is Kalonzo. No way. Kalonzo, no. Kalonzo is a no-no. Kalonzo is part of the gang. No, Kalonzo. Absolutely not. Kalonzo is not going to bring us any change. Kalonzo is just no. Absolutely hell to the no. To the no. No. Not Kalonzo. Absolutely not. Not Kalonzo. Kuna nimekata. Okay, listen to Ahmed Nasir anasema vitu hapa. Hebu tusome. Hebu niyasome kidogo. Let me make it bigger a little bit. Somebody on the screen. Can you see it on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades? Hebu make sure everybody. Tony Witt is saying Kalonzo will never be president. Ai, usijali. Kalonzo anaweza, unajua ni wiper, anaweza ku Ahmed Nasir is saying this. This was 53 minutes ago. He said, please, if you follow me on X from outside Kenya, can you share with us the impact of any jurispesa in the court justice system of the country you are domiciled in, please? Jurispesa, as you may know, is the doctrinal philosophy that guides the courts in Kenya, especially the Supreme Court, where the courts more often than not rule in favor of the litigants that bribe the court. I have been banned from appearing from the Supreme Court when I told the CJ, Martha Koome, to address the problem of corruption in the court. I am also defending a defamation suit filed against me by the former Maraga when I complained about 3 judges of the Supreme Court who shared a bribe of shillings 30 million, which is $2 million. Woo! Hey, mambo moto. Abdi Nasir amekasirika. Abdi Nasir has been going very, very, very. He's going ham. Amejam. And here is this. He posted this Supreme Court, basically saying these are the corrupt faces that we are facing, okay? That we have in Kenya. That decision to uphold that Finance Bill 2023 in its entirety is abomination, abominable offense. These Supreme Court judges of Kenya should be hanged to death. Abdi Nasir kept on writing. I think the justices, Supreme Court justices, had they hired some Ninio. They had some interview or something. Muliona yo Ninio, Muliona yo interview or something. It was a media day for them, I think. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Okay. Let's see. Jurispesa seems to have taken over. The most honorable thing judges can do is tender or resignation. Okay. Yeah, we are doomed. Our judicial system has been totally overtaken. And I mean totally. Stephen Kimanzi is telling us, Who are you to let me just read this. Ameingia hapa na Stephen Kimanzi niona Kimanzi ni nini tena? Naona umeingia na sira hapa. Kimanzi saying, who are you to tell us who will and who will never be president of Kenya? How many like you said the late Kibaki will never be president? Did they witness him leading Kenya? Are you addressing Tony Owiti or are you addressing me? Because Tony Owiti is the one who said Kalonzo will never be the president. I just said, my position is, I will not prefer Kalonzo become the president of Kenya. Because given his history, okay, if that's the evidence we were to go by, his history, his political affiliation, the people he rubbed shoulders with, he is nothing but an empty suit. He's an opportunist. There's nothing about Kalonzo that smells like leadership. He's just a person who was handpicked by Moi, took the advantage, grabbed some land, started some business, became a billionaire, Kenyan billionaire, and continued like his comrades Raila Odinga, Uhuru, and the rest of the corrupt political Kenyan elite to perpetuate the system of impunity. He is no different. Mr. Stephen Kimanzi Peter, if you do not know Kalonzo's history, then I think that's your personal misfortune. You need to dig up deep to see what this man, Stephen Kalonzo Kamsioka, is all about. He's nothing but an empty suit, a corrupt charlatan. Just like Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, William Samoei Ruto, and the rest of the rotten group. All right. Let's go on. Maybe Kalonzo, Babu Owino, Ndindi Nyoro, Babu Owino, Kalonzo, all of them should be committee. Ndindi Nyoro, Babu Owino, and Kalonzo, all of them in an ideal world, if we have a Kenya that follows the rule of law, all of them, all of those three should be in committee, serving life imprisonment with no possibility of parole. I'll say it again. Ndindi Nyoro, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Babu Owino. If that is the lineup you want to go through, I'm telling you, if we were to follow the law, the constitution, the laws therein that are made, they should, if we had a judicial system that works, that's not corrupt, those three men should be in committee doing life in prison without the possibility of parole. I'll go on. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades, if you told me Okiya Omtata, maybe we might be talking now. Because if I look at his history, he's always championed for the rights of Kenyans when it was not popular. He was even by himself when he chained himself on those gates of the parliamentary buildings. He was by himself when he was being punched and they knocked out his teeth and nobody was helping him. He was not asking money like Morara Kebaso. He did it when it was not famous. He did it when it was not fashionable. He did it when nobody even gave him attention. He did it. Not Kalonzo Musyoka, not Babu Owino, who have been running the coattails of the dean of conmanship, Raila Amolo Odinga, and the murderous Ruto, murderous son of Jomo Kenyatta Uhuru. Please, check these people. Check their history before you bring up names. Just don't say names because their names, they're the famous people who you see on the news. Let's be serious. If you are to bring real change in Kenya, we should bring real revolutionaries. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll stop it here. If you haven't subscribed, everyone must subscribe right now. Na sio tafadhali, subscribe. Na walazimisha. I'm a dictatorial subscriber subscribe merchant, whatever the case is. So subscribe mara moja. Like the video. And I will see you later. I'll come back at midnight. And kesho, don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is a marathon. We have a big day. It's the US presidential elections. And I'll be here. Hopefully I'll win my $300 from Nyagaka and have him apologize to anyone who has ever believed that conman Morara Kebaso is a real revolutionary. He's not, I maintain. But if I lose the bet, I will support him. I am a man of my word. Okay? So, anyway, subscribe, share, like, comment. Mnanisikia. Thank you so much for giving me your 2 cents. Tony Owete, Stephen Kimanzi, Franco, Kenzie Trapper, Shemeriam, Penyagaka, of course, Soil Pants. Who else? Critical Kaur. I'll see you at midnight Kenyan time. For now, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much. Don't forget, I impugn you. I urge you. Go ahead. Finya your subscribe button. And you can follow me on X too. You can see my Nino on X there. Mnaniona. Right. Finya your subscribe button. Finya. Now like. Now share. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and comrades, it's Kenya Revolutionary. I'll see you later. I'm Namnagani. Peace and blessings.